Hey, Azish. So I think I already got all the exchange prices here. Oh, hey, Medric. I wonder if I should try this again and win some prizes. I didn't really want to go for time attack. So have you just spent all your time playing the remake, Medric? Also this is terrible. Oh, you have? I have no idea about why Amazon Prime might not work for you to use as a subscription. So the idea here is to get all the balloons and not crash into things, and also do this kind of fast. Currently I'm doing it kind of in reverse. I'm not getting all the balloons. I'm hitting everything and I'm not doing it very fast. This is terrible. Well, thank you, Medric. 2 more squads. Wow. I mean, at least I got the green balloon. I guess. You know, if I get 89 points I get a prize. So I missed this by just a single point. Isn't that amazing? Oh, hey, fake man. Does Tifa have yellow eyes? I didn't even notice. So if you bring Sid and or Tifa to this, they will randomly replace Cloud for the snowboarding. Probably because they can actually also snowboard down the mountain in Icicle Inn when they are temporary party leaders. So I shouldn't miss all these balloons. Because that's not good. I have a feeling they are crashing into me on purpose. How am I supposed to do anything about that? I mean, wouldn't this kind of kill people in real life? But maybe not. Hey Saturn, how are you? I mean, if you missed the first balloon, that's... Oh, also I just noticed Tifa actually does indeed have yellow eyes. That is a bit strange. You're pretty annoyed, I see. So at what point do you think it will be safe to assume that everyone has gotten around to the spoilers? Because, I mean, I guess FF7 Remake has really only been out by 3 days now, which is probably a bit too soon to assume everybody has gotten through it. Um... I'm not even sure if it's worth it to get this 89 plus point prize. Because normally it's an all materia and some GP. But of course the all materia will be randomized into something else. I just don't know what that's gonna be. Okay. Well, that's barely good enough. I got a right arm. Okay, it's wonderful. Why would I try to get 100? I mean, I'm not good at those kind of games. I'm not even sure what kind of game this is. But I'm not good at, you know, sort of like racing kind of games. You know, unfortunately, the only characters you can see on a snowboard in this are Cloud, Tifa, and Sid. I didn't even know you could hit the ceiling there. That's interesting. Wow, I actually got the green balloon. How did that happen? Well, that's even better than just barely good enough. Wow. Surprisingly, I got a better score on the easier track than I got a better score on this like harder track than on the easier track. It's amazing. Through O, I see. In my opinion, is the original FF7 too easy? I mean, FF7 is probably a fairly easy game, to be honest. But is it too easy? I'm not sure. Yes, OCT. I stopped watching weird German trash TV shows. I mean, to be honest, like if you play this game for the first time blind, I would say that FF8 and FF9 by comparison are much harder than FF7. FF7 feels quite forgiving for beginners, but that's not a bad thing, I would say. I'm not sure if, even if this game is objectively too easy, if that's really a bad thing. I mean, there are some optional challenges you can take on if you feel it's too easy, so... amazing how I have a talent to hit all the obstacles and quite intricately avoid all the things I have to collect. I mean, I feel that in FF9, for instance, you can't really have a much easier time in FF9. Like in FF7, you can just level up, and everything gets easy. In FF8, you just need to play the card game, because leveling isn't even necessarily an advantage. I mean, you can also level up in 9, but it doesn't help you as much as it does in FF7, I think. I think I'm just not even gonna try this. This is just too stupid. Just a crit bird kill in FF9. So I also didn't really do much in the battle square. I don't even know which character I should bring here. Oh, this is the wrong character actually. I wanted to bring Vincent. Unfortunately, because I named everyone Sephiroth, it's indeed a bit confusing to even choose the right character. It's just the order in the menu, it seems. Well, this shouldn't be too difficult. Unfortunately, this damage is garbage. Why exactly is this damage garbage though? Wait, is this fixed damage? Oh, I think that's the issue. This weapon sucks. So I guess I'm just gonna wait and then use the counter Muck, counter Knights of the Round combination. Seems like the easiest approach, really. Well, he is using a death penalty, his weapon, but the damage formula is not the same as in the original. You know, normally the death penalty is quite weak, unless you kill lots of enemies, at which point you can deal and cause damage overflow. But it seems that in this randomizer, the damage of the death penalty is actually like fixed. Like it has the power of like a grenade or something. So there's no point in killing enemies to make it stronger, because that's not how it works anymore. Sega Chief can do a lot of things, you know. Have you ever played any of Sega Chief's mods, Materia? Oh, which ones have you played? Also, it's really convenient how in this randomizer, Knights of the Round costs exactly 0 MP to use. I don't really know which of these things I want. I guess HP is the least debilitating. This is 6 silvers, by the way. And this is a lot of goblins and some sort of spooky farm work on a dragon. Is that an Easter basket? I wonder if this is even changed. Doesn't seem so. It seems like I still get the actual prices. Wait, I didn't get preemptive though, did I? Did I get MP absorb? Oh, I did. Interesting. Oh, you played new threat mode, I see. So why does he not have W item? Um... So if you use a smoke bomb in the final battle, you still get all the BP, but you don't even have to fight the enemies. It's very convenient. How come there's only 3 enemies this time? Um... So if they die from a magical attack, if they will use death sentence. Well, actually I do kill everything, you just can't see it because it's you know, Vincent has counter Muck and counter Knights of the Round. So first he counters with Muck, and that triggers the Vincent Muck glitch, which skips the following animation, so you never see Knights of the Round, but it's used every time he's attacked, which kills everything. And because you don't see the attack that kills the enemies, you also don't see the death animation. Well, it is actually quite OP, it's true. In this randomizer, Knights of the Round doesn't even have the Knights of the Round animation, it has the animation of Bahamut. You still don't want to see Bahamut though, because even though it's not quite Knights of the Round, it's still a fairly lengthy animation. Oh hey Mucky Makes. How are you? I am good. And this time you don't see the other enemies die because Beta has a single target attack animation, which also means that the other enemies are killed by it, you just don't see it. This kind of sucks because you get DP based on the handicaps you get from the wheels, and none of these handicaps are worth very much. I think I should go for HBMP. I didn't even get that, it's terrible. You just woke up, took a bath, and got some numbs now. That's interesting. No tuna. Well, you can't always have tuna. I mean, even I don't eat tuna every day. I think you probably shouldn't even eat tuna every week. I once heard / read that apparently you know, there's kind of high levels of mercury in at least canned tuna, probably in all kinds of tuna really. And maybe it's not such a good idea to eat too much tuna. You were using yesterday's leftover lamb to make lamb curry. No offense, but that sounds kind of spooky. I mean, you're not even having, like, you were just having bland, real lamb. I would be fine with, like, chocolate lamb or cake lamb, but not lamb. Also, I probably should not have gone for that. Because I think he had the weapon equipped, and now it's no longer there. In fact, this could already be problematic. I mean, I didn't shame you for eating curry. I shamed you for eating lamb. I'm sorry though, for having done so. I wasn't even aware that fruit is something that some people do not eat at all. Ah, this sucks. I think this is the worst possible outcome, because with his shitty damage, this will not work. You know, this NPC I'm controlling, this model, looks like he hurt his knee and now he's just touching his knee and trying to make the bleeding stop. It's a very strange animation. mean, do you even think that because there's lots of different types of fruits, you just don't like any of them? I see. I mean, I guess to be fair, if I think about it, most fruits do indeed have a somewhat similar, somewhat soft, spongy texture. Also, this attack that deals 4,228 HP, the damage is actually on my clock. Like, I have 42 hours and 28 minutes playtime, and that's how the attack damage is calculated for that attack. I see. I kind of didn't want to go for that. You heard FF8 is pretty good. Where did you hear that? I mean, you cannot have heard it here. Because it seems I never play FF8. So what kind of arm movement is this woman enemy even trying to do? She's doing some sort of weird please put candy in my mouth animation or something. It's very strange. Well, that could also be it, what she's doing. Maybe she's just doing very low intense yoga. I do not do the kind of yoga where you just move your hands or your ankles or your wrists, because isn't that kind of pointless? Unfortunately, this enemy doesn't really attack me, so I have to attack it myself. Can't really wait for the counter-attack. I think if you want to do the kind of yoga that lets you spit out fireballs, you might also have to bring fire and maybe swallow some inflammable substances first. I mean, tomberries finally do attack eventually. Once they've walked enough, they will come up to you and stab you. I mean, you can tell if you look closely at the Gymnesmi enemy. She's also like doing something with her leg, her left leg. So she's probably in some sort of gymnastics routine. She doesn't have very strong calves though. Just to point that out. And this is just a palette swap of the previous lady. Because she's doing the same exercises. Oh hey Desert Eagle, how are you? Maybe it's actually faster to not cast Knights of the Rounds this time and just do this instead. Ah yeah, smoke bombs work in the arena. You can also use the exit materia and cast escape. And the thing about those two things is, if you use those, you get all the BP you had accumulated until that point. So if you use them in the last round, you get the same as if you actually won the last round. So if you can do that, just do that, because you don't have to fight the enemies then. There's really no reason why you would not want to do this. The only very minor downside to this is that next time you have a fight, like probably when you start the next battle sequence, your ATB will be depleted. If you pay attention to my ATB next time I start this, my ATB will like first increase, but then it will be depleted entirely. That's one side effect of using escape or smoke bomb. Also, did I get speed plus materia, or did I not get speed plus materia? Oh. I have too many double cuts. So Vincent's ATB bar just tried to fill up, but then it went back to 0. And that is because I used a smoke bomb. Also, I'm not really sure yet what to do about this, but I want to do the special battle in the battle square. And to unlock that, you have to buy the first two most expensive prizes. You have to buy the Omnislash prize, and you also have to buy the W Summon prize. And I think on top of that, you have to also have killed Ultimate Weapon, which I have. But I think you also have to use the Omnislash manual. And I think the game checks that is by making sure that you have no more in your inventory, which is problematic because I got Omnislash manuals from other enemies, and I think I have like 7 more in my inventory right now, and I don't think I can get rid of them. So maybe I can never unlock this special battle, because I have no way to get all these Omnislash out of my inventory. because you also cannot sell them. Because when I counter, I have counter Muck and counter Knights of the Rounds, and if Vincent uses Muck with one of several weapons equipped, like his death penalty equipped, the animation of whatever follows Muck is skipped, and in this case, the animation that follows Muck is Knights of the Round. So I skip the animation of Knights of the Round, but it's still actually done. I still use Knights of the Rounds. You just can't see it. Yeah, it's very useful. Quite a few indeed. Oh, I can do this funny thing. That's just as good as a smoke bomb. This petrifies all of them. I mean, you could do that, it's just that... Would you be willing to complete the game if every animation was Knights of the Rounds? I wonder. That seems like a nice challenge of patience. Yeah, I'm not so sure about that. Wait, how come this works? Does this ignore my status immunities? Because didn't I at some point have a weapon? How is this possible? I shouldn't have gotten berserked. strange. Wait, I think this doesn't even protect you from... Oh, I think in this mod, the ribbon doesn't even protect against Berserk because it's garbage. I forgot about that. Yeah, if you check here, you see that Berserk is not white, which means I'm not immune to it. So, this work? I don't think so, because Hades normally does not cause Berserk. So I think I have to use the magic materia, which I don't want to because this doesn't even give me, like... Do I have to use Mystify? Is that the only thing I can do? Even this doesn't work. Like, is there any way in this game to protect against... Wait, I think the issue... Oh, never mind. I think the actual issue is that these two linked slots, they aren't actually linked because random stuff is happening. And even though it looks as if these two materia slots are linked, the first two and wizard bracelets, they just actually aren't linked. And I think that's... Now I should be immune to Berserk. Maybe still not. This is interesting. Oh, actually, I know what the issue is. The issue is even, like... Hey Luke, how are you? I think it's just that Mystify doesn't give you Berserk anymore, so I will have to look into the game data to find materia that works with Berserk. I mean, I don't want to try this out, so I'm just looking into the game files. Where is Berserk? Could any materia work with Berserk? Would be really nice. Maybe nothing works with Berserk anymore, that's cool. I'm getting a feeling that's what I'm looking at. Oh yeah, I think I tried every materia, and none of them give you Berserk. I mean, I can get just about anything. Except for Berserk. This sucks. So it seems that that's just unfortunate. Yeah, I could have an accessory that protects from Berserk, but then I would not be immune to all these other things. So I think I'll just have to deal with this. There is no easy solution to ensure complete protection. Oh, you mean an armor? I don't think so. I can look this up, I guess. I know there's no armor. Well, if I see these enemies next time, I could just, you know, cast Knights of the Rounds. I don't have to wait for them to counter. I mean, I'm really only using this counter strategy because it's faster. It's more convenient, but I can just as well attack them myself. This is the same enemy and model that's in FF9. That you encounter in Bormisha. How many bosses are there? You mean in this entire game? I think like around 30. I mean, I could try counting all the bosses in this game. There is Guard Scorpion, Airbuster, Abs, Reno, Sample H0512. That's 5. Then there's 100 Gunner and Heli Gunner, Rufus, Motor Ball, that's 8. I guess the next one is Bottom's Well. And after Bottom's Well, it's Jenova Birth, which is 10. Then there's Dine. The Turks at Gongaga, which is 12. Ginatag. Lost Number and Materia Keeper, which is 15 by now. Define boss. Well, I guess boss is like an enemy you can only fight one time. But that you'd probably have to add more to this definition, because otherwise it's just a one-time enemy, of which there are some others. I'm not sure if there really is a very succinct definition of boss. I mean, you could wonder if it has to have like the boss battle music. Because, you know, the weapons on the world map do not. Emerald and Woolly Weapon. Anyway, I was at Materia Keeper and I was at number 15. After Materia Keeper you have Palma. Then if you do Wutai at that point you'd have Webs and Godo, which is 18. Then you have the Temple of the Ancients, which has oh, I should kill these things, right? In Temple of the Ancients you have Red Dragon and Demon's Gate. That's 20. Afterwards there's Jenova Live, 21. I think that's all the bosses you can have on disc 1. Then on disc 2 you have Schizo and Jenova Death, 23. Now after Schizo and Jenova Death, you might have CMD Grand Command in Fort Condor, which would be 24. Afterwards there is Carry Armor, 25. Then you have Roots in the Rockets, and you have the Turks in the Guernica, 27. Then you have Diamond Weapon, 28. Then in Midgar you have the Turks in Midgar, 29. You have Proud Clod, 30. Hojo, 31. Then you can have the optional weapons. Ultimate Ruby and Emerald, 34. Then you have Jenova Synthesis, 35. Yuzawa Sephiroth, 36. And Safer Sephiroth, 37. So I think in total there are 37 bosses in FF7. But I might have forgotten some. I included Godo and Webs. I didn't include the enemies you fight in the pagoda that are not Godo, because I'm not sure if you would really call them bosses. I mean, they are one-time enemies, but they seem... people normally do not count them as bosses. I guess it's because they're too weak. I mean, maybe also in FF7 you'd have to define a boss as an enemy whose model is not shared by other enemies. Because the enemies in the pagoda are basically just texture swaps of enemies you fight as random battles. On the other hand, if you do that, you also have to call into question the nature of webs, because webs is basically just this enemy with a different color. I would say that defining bosses in FF7 is not that straightforward. Oh hey dear, well, and thank you. So it seems I cannot currently start the special battle. I assume that's because I have Omnislash in my inventory, which I have already used. So I might have to save and just remove these Omnislash manually. Everybody gets an Omnislash. So I should have deleted it out of my inventory right now. Okay. And now I think I should be able to start the special battle, because I've met all the other requirements. I have gotten the 32,000 and 64,000 BP prize from Battle Square. Cloud has learned Omnislash, and I've killed Ultimate Weapon. A private battle only for the strongest. Sounds kind of mysterious. I don't have the ultimate weapon, by the way, because I'm not sure which enemy I would even get that from. And because only Cloud can participate in this special battle, I wonder which weapon I should give him. So as strange as it seems, his Buster Sword is actually, I think, his strongest weapon. This looks interesting. You know, maybe I should just use Knights of the Round anyway, because it's too many targets. I don't really like any of this. Isn't that just the same I had? Oh, there's another enemy I just noticed. There is also an unknown. Next, of course, to 5 Ochus. I really hope you like to see Bahamut, because I think I'll use him in every round of this. Well, Knights of the Round has a slightly shorter attack animation, oh, isn't that nice? It still deals the same damage, just can't see it. Doesn't really matter which I choose. The only thing I should not get is summon materia broken, because I heavily rely on summon materia. So Knights of the Round still attacks 13 times. You can only see one attack though. Oh, this is only one enemy? How much HP does it have though? No, I didn't change the weapon model. I am literally using the Buster Sword. Because I found out that the Buster is actually in this mod Cloud's strongest weapon. I think I'm just gonna do this. Ah, is that double cut as well? Because it seems like... oh no, it's not. It's actually final attack. Because it seemed like every other materia was double cut that I was getting. Did I just get an Earth Harp? Because that would be a random prize. No, it just said so. Well, what a nice tease. I guess I could try and win that third snowboarding prize until I realize I'm too bad at this game to actually win it. So I've gotten the prize from the course B and C. I feel like you should get all of this, because otherwise you might just as well restart. I'm not even sure if I'm making any progress. I mean, I missed by now more than just one balloon, I'm sure. I mean, I don't actually have to get all the balloons. I have to get a score of at least 89. And balloons are worth 40 points. So I can lose 11 points worth of balloons. And wet balloons are worth 1 point. Dude, I don't like this. I mean, if I miss the blue balloon, I should probably restart. Also, if I choose time attack when I don't even want to choose time attack. I feel like this is harder than this seems. Or maybe I'm just really bad at this. I'm not quite sure yet which it is. I mean, I kind of have to get the blue balloon, really, because otherwise I'm already losing too many points. I mean, I got all the red balloons, but somehow I didn't reach the height required to also get the blue balloon. So that was 86 points, which is astonishing because that seemed kind of terrible to me. I mean, less terrible than before, I suppose, but... I bump, let's say, an average number of walls. I'm not sure if I would say many. Also, I don't even know if bumping into a wall is really of any relevance for your technique score. I think only if you fall down. I think just merely bumping doesn't actually count. I mean, this is really too terrible, to be honest, though. You know what I would really like to see? If there was like an accident you can have so bad that like your character basically dies and you have to restart because he would like break his neck or something. I think that would be an interesting mechanic. That would also be interesting. But that would probably be too much of a lasting effect. Also, the time score for this C course is if you get it, if you finish this in less than 2 minutes, you get the full score, 30 points. And I think for every 2 seconds you finish above 2 minutes for this track, 2 points or 1 point is deducted. So I think the time is not very tight. You should always be able to finish and get the full score for time. Yeah, I can't... I mean, I can guess what you're trying to say, but... I'm not sure Google Translate would be able to tell. When did I last get that blue balloon? How does one even get that blue balloon? What is the mystery of this blue balloon? What do you mean by totally fair? I mean, it's not like this is taking me so long because it's unfair. It's just it's not exactly what the rest of the game is like. I don't really like minigames that require you to attain some sort of proficiency in skills that are not part of the real game. Like, this is not an RPG element. I'm not quite sure what kind of skill you have to do this, but I'm certainly lacking that skill. I'm not good at this sort of thing. Also, I think I realized that in order to get this first blue balloon, you must not slow down, because only then will you have enough speed built up to reach the height required. So even before you get to Curse C, you really cannot bump into anything or break, because otherwise you will just not be fast enough. Oh well, I don't want to restart yet again. But then again, I'm also missing all these other red balloons. Oh god. I think I just jumped too early this time. I think that's the issue. I can actually pinpoint. I mean, I'm really good at avoiding balloons, but crashing full on into rocks, that is a strange, mystical talent of mine. Interesting. I mean, that was kind of unnecessary. Wow, that's actually 89 points. Can't believe I got that. And this is still way too impossible. I don't even know how people who are good at this time this, because I don't know how to do that. I mean, it seems like I'm really good at doing it not long enough, too long. And I do not quite know what the middle path is. It seems to be required. So somehow I was able to win the C course prize, and I got 300 GP out of that. I mean, if you're good at this, it's probably a fairly efficient way to get GP, even though you only get the first time you get 89 points or more, so you can only win 300 GP there once. But it's still probably a kind of fast way if you like do it first try. I mean, it's basically just as much as winning it from the chocobo races. What do you mean you don't think anyone is good enough? That's... I mean, you can become good enough. It's just a matter of the human evolution. Forcing yourself to become a master at the snow game. Anyway, I think I am gonna enter the northern cave now with my interesting party here. Do I still want to master this, by the way? Guess maybe. So do I have any useful weapons? You mean the first blue balloon? Or which balloon? You mean the green balloon? I'm not sure what you're talking about. Why is everyone so sad? Because it's a sad game. I mean, isn't existence sad? So I'm currently looking up which weapon I should be giving. What is this weapons? Oh, this is actually quite a lot. 148. It seems that Vincent's weapons are all pretty much garbage. Um, yeah, I think I'm just gonna move on to Tifa then. She has the premium heart. Is the premium heart any good? In this randomizer mod, that means. I guess it's not the worst. Why didn't I bring Juffy, by the way? Oh, hey, Fine Lines. How are you? You just woke up? Well, I'm good. I woke up many hours ago, and then I had some edible things, and now I just finished having fun in the Gold Saucer with the snowboard game and Battle Square. And I'm currently trying to find out why all my characters' weapons are so garbage. So maybe I should actually bring Juffy. Oh, but the conformer affects MP, I remember. Oh, I have the Rising Sun, don't I? Guess I could use the Rising Sun. Oh, I have this other weapon. Oh, but the Rising Sun deals gravity damage. Not sure about that. Didn't I use the Twin Viper before? Yeah, I think I have to stick with the Twin Viper. Hey Walter, how are you? Did I hunt for Easter eggs? I mean, not exactly. I just found them, um, not hidden very carefully. Someone may or may not have sent me like a package that I kind of had to only locate in front of my door. Wasn't it Bunny Day for 2 weeks and everyone hated it? You know, I've never played Animal Crossing, but recently I've been getting kind of interesting. Is it worth to try Animal Crossing? I've no idea. It's not worth it, okay. Well, this might be a strange sounding question, but can you even set things on fire in Animal Crossing? I see, you can't actually burn things. Well, that's a bit boring, I might say. It's like a clicker, only the numbers never get any bigger. Mm-hmm. I'm not sure if that sounds that appealing to me then. My goal right now are really only just to finish the game, because I've done pretty much all the optional stuff by now. And hey, King of Skills. So I'm gonna head to the Northern Cave right now. Wait, maybe I should still learn some limit breaks. Oh yeah, before I do that, I'm gonna learn some more limit breaks, I think.